Fubara invited violence, anarchy into Rivers State by disobeying court order, saying he didn't need police to conduct elections. Wike. Now to the news info. The political landscape in Rivers State has taken a tense turn with a rift emerging between Wike and Fubara over control of the state's political structure. The Minister of the Federal Capital Territory (FCT), Nyesom Wike, has blamed the ongoing political unrest and violence in Rivers State on the state governor Siminalayi Fubara. Wike, who was a guest on Channel TV Politics Today on Tuesday night, said Governor Fubara invited anarchy to the state from the moment he publicly declared that he would not honor a subsisting order of the Federal High Court stopping him from conducting council elections in the state last Saturday. Why? Why was it only in Rivers State that the court said that election should not take place? What about other states that the election took place? Why was there no court order? Is it not because of your own selfish interest that you allowed the court to give a verdict that election should not take place? Wike, the immediate former governor of the state, added that the non-involvement of the Nigerian police force and the security operatives in the council polls created an avenue for hoodlums to operate and unleash terror in the state. Wike said, "What is important is that when there is violence, when there is instability, it is for you to ask questions about what has led to that violence. What has led to the instability? What has led to destruction? I have said when I was a governor, I always obeyed the rule of law." It's a lie. You did not obey any rule of law. You had a governor saying that our state is turning into a state of anarchy where people do not obey the rule of law. What is obeying the rule of law? You must respect, you must obey the judgment of the court. You must not take the law into your own hands. So why are you taking law into your own hands now? This man is always contradicting himself. You say somebody should not take law into his hands, but you are saying that by fire, by force, Fubara must do what you want. Because of him not doing what you want, you sent your thugs to go and destroy the secretariat. Is that not taking law into your hands? What are you saying? It does not matter how you see that judgment. The moment you do not obey the court judgment, you are inviting anarchy. You are inviting violence. Okay, so that means what you are saying is because Fubara refused to listen to court order, you decided to help the court by inciting violence in the state. Is that not what you are saying? You are inviting violence. Why should there be violence? Is the court supposed to act with violence? So if it is not the court that is acting with violence, then it is you. You are the one that sent your thugs to destroy the state. Was the destruction done before now? No. The point I am making is that a governor going on national television, not local television, to tell the world that I will not obey court judgment. In fact, to crown it all, he said, nowhere in the judgment did the court say that the election should not hold. He went as far as to say, I don't need police before I conduct elections. I don't need security agencies before I conduct elections. I don't need the protection of lives and properties. When somebody says, I don't need the police, what is he saying? He's saying that because police are supporting you, the IGP is behind you, or you are behind the IGP, you are supporting each other. So what else do you expect him to say? And without the presence of the police, the election went fair and fair. So what is the use? When somebody says, I don't need the police, what is he saying? I am inviting violence. Hoodlums will take the opportunity since the police will not be involved. The political landscape in Rivers State has taken a tense turn with a rift emerging between Wike and Fubara over control of the state's political structure. The power struggle began after Fubara took office, with Wike reportedly seeking to maintain his influence over the state's governance, while Fubara aims to establish his own authority, which is not a bad thing. You maintained your own structure when you were there. Let Fubara do his own too. What is the big deal about this? President Bola Tinubu intervened and helped to broker a peace deal between the two politicians, but it has failed to yield a positive result. that failed to yield a positive result because it is Wike that has refused to listen. He is just hell-bent on, on frustrating this man, and it is really appalling. Cyril Omede says, and you gladly sponsored it. Clap for yourself, sir. This means that politicians are behind insecurity in Nigeria. Of course, they are the ones supporting bandits and terrorists. Because if not, if it was somebody that insulted them on Twitter, they will find that person to the house. But you don't know where bandits are staying. You don't know where terrorists are staying. Of course, they are the ones behind them. They are working for them. They are the ones behind all the kidnappings, all the killings, and everything. It is our politicians that are behind them. Because if not, they know if they want to work, they will work. They would catch all these bandits and terrorists and kidnappers. They know their hideouts. They should stop lying to us. Serious. Victoria said, that is the truth. They are the ones. Patrick Ovie said, Wike claimed he was not involved in the court case. He claimed he is a PDP member. The same Wike is blaming a PDP governor for not obeying an APC-initiated court. It only shows that he is the person behind the court order to stop the local government election. Exactly, he's the one. He's the one because he's the one controlling FCC right now. So every judge and lawyer, they are under his feet. So anything he says they should do, they will do it. That is what he's trying to do to Fubara. So for Fubara to obey everything that he says. He's the one behind the court order, and this person that says no. Supreme Court has said LG election should take place, and of course it has taken place. If you are not satisfied, go to court. Musa Kolawole says your actions have become increasingly erratic, yes, very erratic, and your approach seems to prioritize personal interest. However, remember that karma ultimately prevails. The dynamics have shifted, and your involvement is no longer necessary or beneficial to our current endeavors. Yes. Hussein says, Wike, continue to ride on the back of Tinubu. Definitely a day will come that God will disgrace you and you will see no one to turn your face to. He's already been disgraced already. He should calm down and lay low before he completely disgraces himself and becomes a laughing stock in the community. And then he doesn't have a state to go back to again. He will be pursued in Abuja, pursued in Rivers State. Where will he go to? Agom say, which court order is this man talking about? Supreme Court has given its verdict, so should he leave the Supreme Court ruling and obey the High Court ruling? Ask me, okay. Which is higher? Supreme Court is higher. Anything the Supreme Court says stands. And that is what Fubara has followed. So I don't understand the court order that he keeps saying that they did not obey. So because of that, you incited violence in the state. This thing he's saying now is even inciting himself, he's even contradicting himself, and he should be arrested for saying that because he is the one behind all the insecurities that is happening in Rivers State right now. It's just such a shame about how our country and politics keeps going. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Do not forget to like, to share, to subscribe. Thank you for listening. Bye.